Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next episode of 911 Season 1. There's other things that I should be recording in my schedule that need to go out sooner, but I've been enjoying this show so much, I've been thinking about it all the time, so I'm watching this one today because I'm being naughty and watching things, even though I've got stuff that needs to be recorded to go out soon, but never mind. The last episode of 911 was Next of Kin, and Chimney got in the car accident and got the rebar through his head, and that was so sad to watch, so emotional. Because he seemed like he was a really nice guy in a bad relationship, because he feels like he has to lie and make these little white lies up to keep his girlfriend happy, and clearly they're not right together, but when you're in those relationships it's hard to see that, and so I felt really sorry for him. And then he got in that accident and we don't really know to what extent his brain is damaged now. We know he survived, he's awake because his hand was moving at the end of the episode, but we don't know what his recovery is going to be like. I pray he's going to be okay, but I feel like it's not going to be that straightforward because he had a bar right through the back of his head, out the front of his skull, and that's not an easy thing just to recover from. Other storylines that we might be looking at, there was Abby is starting to struggle more with her mum's dementia, the Alzheimer's, sorry, and it's getting harder and harder, and she's going to look at potentially putting her in a home. We don't know what's going to happen with that one yet, but she keeps ringing up Buck to have these little cute conversations with him about what's going on, so maybe they're going to talk again. And also Athena's daughter survived the overdose. We found out that it wasn't about the dad coming out as gay, it was more about the fact that someone at school was bullying her, and we saw Athena at the end watching the bully through the front of the car door. This episode is episode 4, it's called Worst Day Ever. So, in terms of what's going to happen this episode, someone's going to die or something traumatic is going to happen. I'm going to tear up because it's 3 episodes in a row that I've teared up. Let's go for 4. Why not? Let's try and go for all 10. Why the hell not? I'm excited to jump into it. If you enjoy the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you think of the episode and if you're enjoying the series. And also if you're interested in watching the full reaction to this episode as well as every episode so far in Series 1 and the next couple in advance, there's a link to my Patreon down below. Let's jump into Season 1, Episode 4, Worst Day Ever. Oh god, don't start with a plane crash. This series is hitting a lot of my fears. Oh god.
Please return your tray table and seat back to its full upright and locked position.
He's going on his first date.
Wow.
Oh.
Major.
Pick a card, any card.
I didn't know we had a magician on board.
Jack of spades?
Yes. How did you do that?
Oh god. Here we go. Don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. I don't like the idea of a plane crashing.
Mayday, mayday. LB-46 is declaring an emergency.
Brace yourself for emergency landing.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is like a nightmare.
Staring into that book. Come on, you must have a line on the gossip around here. What is
So what is
why
that
he so
book?
obsessed with it?
They mentioned it last episode. People he's lost, but instead of rescued. People he's saved.
Trust me. I made that mistake 3 months into working here.
Right now there are 46 names in it. There's space for 148. Why that number?
You read my book?
I mean, I peeked once.
Dude.
Never do that again.
None of your business what's in that book. Literally none of your business. Okay, I think it's already crashed.
You guys ever seen something like this before?
It's in the water, that's better than hitting a building.
Captain Nash, who's got incident command? You do now, Captain.
It's weird how tense this show gets. Like, I don't know any of these characters, I don't care if they live or die, really. But I'm like,
Just keep moving, Buck.
oh. 8 hours before the crash. Don't let us spend time with the people on the plane. I don't want to feel even worse than I do.
You would not believe the house this girl lives in, Michael.
Everybody knows Mona the Mastiff tried to hook up with Ricky.
I thought you didn't like Ricky. I can kick her out.
No. Let her stay. We'll drag her ass later. I haven't slapped anyone all day, and I am so freaking high.
I want to
Layla,
punch you in the
Margot.
face. She's a despicable human being. I haven't slapped anyone all day.
No, see, they called to say some skanky teenage hoe living up in here bringing a real stank to the
Yeah!
bringing
You tell her.
property values and such. I'm gonna have to guess that'll be you.
Excuse me.
Georgina Turner, where the hell you think you're going?
She's May Grant's mom.
My baby was in the hospital because of you. She nearly died. What do you have to say to that?
She don't give a shit.
Good. She's a punk-ass slut.
You're under arrest.
You can't do that!
Kill the cow! Oh, push her in front of a bus.
Bad. Party's over.
What a horrible, horrible woman. Girl. Child.
Miss Grant, could you tell May I'm sorry?
No.
You should tell her yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I know I'm angry. Oh, this is the first of this show. But I am mad. I'm really mad. What a horrible girl.
Don't tell me to calm down. I get a call from my daughter's friend saying that you barge into our home and start blaming Layla for what happened to your daughter.
It was her fault.
What the hell is the matter with you?
She's a bully.
Possession of a controlled substance.
I play golf with a top trial attorney, and he's gonna have a field day with this kid.
Your daughter's going through the system like everyone else.
Was this about revenge? Is that it? Well, you got it in your head that Layla is somehow to blame for your daughter trying to kill herself?
Don't you talk about my daughter.
You should have come to us if you had concerns.
What, like the other parents who complained to you about Satan over there? Yeah, that's right. I talked to him, and I know you did nothing. Not a single damn thing.
They don't care.
Okay, all right, I've heard enough.
Your daughter is a nightmare because the two of you are a nightmare. Now get the hell out of my station.
Athena is a living legend. Oh, shush, little twit.
Where do you need me?
This is a living nightmare. This is... Oh. Like, I don't hate flying, but scenes like this make me never want to get in a plane ever again. Even though it's so rare.
Going back, come on. All right.
I don't want to watch this. Oh. Okay, oh god. I thought he died then, okay.
I need you to get on their boat so they can do their job. If everyone is worried about you and your pretty face, how are they going to do what they need to do to save me? Have I ever lied to you?
She's gonna die.
Then you have to believe me. I will be with you again so soon. Bobby loves you so much. Do this for me.
The show does a really good job of making you care whether people live or die.
Everybody stay clear!
Is she okay? Is she okay? Oh. Right.
Leslie, you're okay. You're Bobby, it is time to go. Get out of there. Evacuate all rescue personnel, everyone off the plane now.
Yeah, that means you two, Cap.
I need a minute.
A minute. In a minute, you'll die.
Do you have kids?
Yes.
I died giving birth to my son. I had a seizure, then eclampsia. My heart stopped. And I remember feeling the life leaving my body, but I said no. And I fought.
If you go down, I'm gonna go down. Okay? Just keep fighting. Bobby! Keep fighting. I told you to leave, Bob! Now! No, I'm a terrible listener. Here, take this thing.
Oh god. I hate this show. Oh. Why did I choose to watch this show? I could have watched a nice show about aliens or something. How are you guys? We'll go back before the crash for.
911, what's your emergency?
All these messages get recorded, right?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Okay.
Flight 46, and we're going down.
Plane is going down, sir?
Please, I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to see in this lifetime. I love you, Anne.
Okay, don't cry again.
So much. That's not gonna die, even if I do today. I'm so sorry that I cannot come home to you. I need you to be strong for our daughter. You tell her that her dad...
Hello? Dale?
These people that do this job, the more and more I watch things like this, the more I have so much respect for them. Because this shit happens. I understand it's like heightened for television or whatnot, but this still happens.
Jake? Mom! Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Yay, I'm glad they survived. Oh, and out of everyone on that plane, these are the two that for some reason I was most like invested in. So I'm guessing Chica goes in his black book.
Captain,
What does that mean?
Orange County crew arrived. They're gonna take point on the mop-up.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, well, I wanted to, I don't know, this may be way out of line, but I'm looking for a survivor.
You knew someone on this flight?
No, but a call came through a few hours ago.
This is under control. You got this passenger duct taped to his seat.
We appreciate your concern, officer, but this man was causing a disturbance. He repeatedly tried to exit the plane when he was told to remain seated. Sir, I've told you several times I need you to take a seat.
And I've told you several times that my father is laying in a casket beneath this plane. Do you want to talk to my grieving mother? Huh? Do you? Here, kick my ass, huh? Sir, yes, sir.
Oh my God! Oh my God! You can't do that!
Look like the cop went for the fight to me.
That escalated awfully fast. That badge says Los Angeles Airport Police. And now you telling me you taking orders from CEOs? An industry whose motto is the customer is always the moron. They make $1 billion a year on baggage fees, and you're on their side? Your knees pressing against the seat in front of you because they want to add 3 extra rows, and you're on their side. 5 damn peanuts in that bag, and you're on their side. Oh, no. Not today. Because we both know that it is perfectly safe for these people to get off the plane. I don't give a damn what the CEO says.
Oh God, I want her in my life. I want to marry her.
No, you didn't just grab my shoulder.
Don't make me...
Don't make you do what? You place your hand on my shoulder again, we're gonna have a big problem. I'm arresting everyone on this plane. They're in my custody now. You are all under arrest.
Yeah.
And that means
Arrest
that you
me,
are
baby.
all leaving this plane.
She's so badass. I love her so much.
Sorry. I know it's not what you wanted to hear.
Poor Dale. She's gonna try and call his wife. What's amazing for me is like she's just a person sat at a computer and there's so much emotion. This show is amazing.
Really tough day.
Because of the plane crash? A lot of people died.
They did.
Why aren't you crying?
I don't think I have enough tears for all of them.
Okay, I'm holding it together for now. Poor woman. It's good that she got to hear it.
Nobody called in a noise complaint. You used your badge to exact a personal vendetta, exposing yourself and this entire department to a lawsuit. And no matter how justified you or I might find your actions, there's no way the LAPD can condone your behavior.
I knew she was going to cross that line.
And too assertive with a minor. I'm putting you on restricted duty effective immediately. You're riding the desk.
Captain, wait.
I get it. From a justice system point of view, she crossed the line. This is where the justice system is flawed.
$546 days. 45 and a half if we're being picky. Days. 18 months.
We all have our breaking point. Who are you cooking dinner for? There are 4 plates set.
I don't know, I was drunk.
Was the kid there, right? Was it in his
It'll
head?
be fine. Help.
Oh, poor guy.
You know, if I was as tired as you looked, I might want a little help. There's no shame in that.
I'm really
Ask for help.
Thank you. You go.
That's what this episode's all about.
It's hot in here. That girl always leaves the temperature up too high.
Okay, I will turn the thermostat down in just a minute. Go to sleep, Mom.
Don't fall asleep if she's too hot.
You too.
Don't do it, Abby. Oh!
Mom?
She's asked for help.
Mom? 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 Mom?
Okay, so let's make that 4 episodes in a row that I've cried. That was my reaction to Season 1, Episode 4, Worst Day Ever. And that was a lot. a lot. As soon as the episode started and we were in a plane, I was like, oh god, it's a plane crash episode. And funnily enough, like the roller coaster one, it's like Final Destination movies, plane crash, roller coasters. they always... They're designed to hit like fears. That's what the Final Destination movies was about. Like a lot of people are scared of plane crashes. A lot of people are scared of roller coasters going to derail. And this show's hitting the same sort of fears as well. And all that stuff with the plane, I don't even have words to describe the tension that I felt. Like I was genuinely tense, and that's what I'm really loving about this show. Not just the characters and the kind of, in a way, over the top storytelling and heightened tension. What I love is that for a show that's a procedural, normally in procedurals, I said this a couple episodes ago, I think, you rarely care about the minor characters. Like sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, but on the most part they come, they go, and you don't really think about them again. There might be someone who's involved in a car crash one week, someone who's been stabbed the next week, and then in a couple episodes time you don't really think about them. And at the time it's sad, but it's not too bad. With this show, there's something that is about the way that it's written, and I think it's very much a Ryan Murphy, Brad, and Tim thing, because of the TV shows that they've been involved with that I've loved. There's something about the shows they're involved with that really grip me with the characters, and like the son and the mother in the plane. I was crying, legitimately crying. I've only met them a few minutes ago, and I want them to survive so much that I'm emotionally invested, and it's just done so well, and I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I only have nothing but praise for the show. There's not really much about this show that negative I have to say, really. But yeah, that plane crash scene was incredible. All the scenes in the plane were incredible. Whether it was the people that were trapped in the bathroom, the mother and the son that were trapped in the seats, and anyone that they were trying to save, floating through the bodies, the people that were just died, and they didn't have a chance to save them. Those bodies drowned, those bodies on fire, bodies still attached to the seats. Plane crashes for a lot of people are a major fear, and whilst it's not something that is one of my top fears, I do get on planes if I need to, and I only get a bit nervous when there's turbulence, because I know the chance of a plane going down is less than being hit by a car. I know that, but I think it's that lack of control of you're in the air, so if something is to go wrong, it feels much worse than if there's a car accident, you know? Even though car accidents are more deadly in a lot of the ways, there's just something about your feet being on the ground, your wheels being on the ground, that's a different sort of thing. So I get the fear, and all that scene was so tense. The paramedics, police officers, whoever, was so good. I have nothing but respect for these people, and Oh, I can't believe that I've cried so much in one TV show. I do apologise if this is the first show of mine that you're watching, because I'm not always this bad, I promise. I watched sad episodes of Supernatural and The 100 and it's okay, I don't always cry. I'm going to blame lockdown. Let's blame lockdown. Say, this past year has been really hard, and that's why I'm so emotional. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. But there was just so much sadness throughout, from the mum almost dying and drowning, the man who saved her, and the little black book, which is people that he saved, but not everyone that he saved, I don't think. I think that's why he was saying there's only 50-odd numbers in there, 50-odd names in there, but there should be loads more. So obviously he saved loads more people than that in his job. So the specific people that he saved that are in his black book, we don't really know why yet, and it's he turned to booze again and finally asked for help, and that was really emotional. Abby having to show that woman the message from the husband who was going down the plane and rang to get a message to his pregnant wife because he thought he was going to die, and he did. Oh God, it's just such an emotional show, and I love watching it, but I'm also really struggling because it's not a show I can watch more than one episode in a row because it's so emotional that it just makes me want to cry. The Abby storyline with her mum going missing, I knew that was going to happen. I knew something bad was going to happen. I thought she might die because she was too hot, and Abby just would not ask for help. And that was a big theme of particularly the end of the episode when I can't remember what his name is now. The guy who was an alcoholic, when he had to finally ask for help, and also Abby needed to ask for help, but Carla, not Clara, not Camilla. I'm so bad with names. Carla said, "Let me help you. Let me just stay like an extra half hour. I'll help you out. Get you to bed. Get her to bed. Oh, good." And she said, No, I'm fine. And obviously now, I presume what happened was her mum got out of bed to turn the heat down, but with Alzheimer's, maybe she just went wandering, and she could be anywhere. Hopefully she's going to be okay, but that's going to really push Abby to either realise she needs Carla around more often, or that she needs to go into a home. I think that's probably the right approach. With the job being so stressful, she comes home, she's so tired, she just needs to sleep. She then has the stress of her mum and the Alzheimer's, and it's hard because you have that guilt, but I think her mum needs extra help now, especially if she's going missing. So we'll see where that happens next episode. The other main storyline that I want to talk about, because I could talk about that plane scene for hours, but I don't want to because it's just so emotional. And I don't think there's anything I could say that I didn't say about my reaction, whether it's the full reaction or not. I'm going to have to cut out so much to put this onto YouTube, I know, so I apologise if I've cut out some important scenes. But the main story I want to talk about as well is Athena. So Athena went to that daughter's house, and it was wrong. It was really wrong because it was stepping over a line, which I said last episode before, that I think the storyline with the daughter is going to get in the way of her work, and it has done. And this is what frustrates me about at least the criminal justice system in America and also in the UK, because I think a lot of people know that whilst I can't talk a lot about what I do as a full-time job, it's involved in the criminal justice system, and it's flawed. It's really flawed. So this woman and her daughter overdosed and said, "I'm getting bullied and I can't handle it." Can anyone really say that we would not go into that house and want to give that girl a fucking smack across the face? And she didn't even do that. She went in there, and it's difficult because she went in there under a false pretense, which is illegal, but she found drugs, so could she not? It's just so difficult. And the parents are just so awful. That's why I loved Athena stood up for herself and said that your daughter is a nightmare. That scene was great, but it showed that one of those typical scenes in TVs where there's a bully character, we find out the home life's really bad, the parents aren't good parents, they're either neglectful or abusive. In here it appears like neglectful and money rules everything, and we'll cover up any mistake you make with money, but we don't really deal with the emotions and the parental side of it. I don't buy into that. I think there's so many people in the world have terrible home lives and turn out great people. Having a terrible home life or neglectful parents is not an excuse for being a bully. It's an excuse for having emotional difficulties and for having a hard time. Or for being a bully that leads people to not just kill themselves, but when the mum says, "My daughter killed herself because of you," you stand there and go, "Good," into her face. That's nothing to do with her parents. That's to do with the fact that she's a nasty little girl. And I know that people will disagree, but all I can say is from my experience in life and things I've had to deal with, there's so many good people in this world that have come from worse situations. I don't buy that for 1 second that just because the parents are awful, that means it's okay that she did what she did. I know the show didn't try to say that. I'm just kind of preempting what shows do a lot of the time, where you have a bully character, we find out their home life, and we have to feel sorry for them. No, that girl's nasty, and I don't know where this is going to go, because Athena got, suspended. Not suspended. She had reduced duties because of that. Oh, I don't know. I don't know where that's going to go. No one in a parent, a human being really, could say they wouldn't want to do the same sort of thing. But it was illegal what she did by going to that house. But the parents are terrible. The daughter's fucking the spawn of Satan. So I don't blame her at all, and I feel really sorry for her. The only other scene I want to talk about was the scene when she was in that plane, and luckily someone filmed it, and whilst I complained last episode that people just film stuff rather than getting involved, in that situation it was good that they filmed it, because it showed that she did the right thing, and that cop was terrible. Like, that cop went for that guy. Yeah, that guy was a little out of control, but could have been talked down and could have been dealt with a bit more humanely, a bit more maturely. Well, that cop went for him and tied him to a chair, duct taped him, and would let no one off that plane but shouting about terrorism. So Athena gave him the smackdown of his life, and it was perfect, and it was one of my favourite scenes of this entire show so far. She tore him a new arsehole, and he deserved every second of that. That was a bad police officer, a bad airport police officer. He should have been taught how to deal with situations like that, because that's his speciality, airport police. And you, as an airport police, terrorism and out-of-control passengers are going to be a huge part of your daily life. And he dealt with it in such a terrible way. But that scene, I had to applaud her. I had to clap. I wanted to get out of my seat and stand. I thought, you won't be able to see him on camera. All you'll be able to see is my chubby lockdown belly. And you don't want to see that. So that was such a good scene. I love that. This episode was my favourite episode so far. It was so emotional, so great, frustrating. Like, it made me really angry. The stuff with the daughter's parents and the daughter, the fact she got, like, reduced duties and stuff now. But I can't watch another episode today. I am not emotionally stable enough to do that. But I am adoring this show. I am excited to see what you guys think. I'm recording a lot of this in advance because I don't know the copyright systems with Fox. So I've not put anything on Patreon yet. I think the first episode, or YouTube, I think the first episode is going to go live in a couple of weeks. And by that time, I'll hopefully film at least one more. So I'm really excited to see what your guys' reaction to this series is. But please, if you're enjoying these reactions, please let me know down below what you think, and consider subscribing to my YouTube. Let me know what you think. And also, if you want to watch full reactions, take a look at my Patreon. Okay, thanks guys. As always, my name is Scott. Hope you're well, taking care of yourselves and staying safe. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what you thought. And I'll see you all very soon for the next episode of 911 Series 1. And that'll be halfway through Season 1. So exciting stuff. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you all soon. Stay safe, guys.